Hello everyone, this is the CRT Productions and this is the Compaq EVO N1000v notebook PC from the year 2000. Let me tell you, with its Pentium 4 2 GHz processor, its 512 megabytes of system memory, and its powerful Radeon 7500 graphics processor, well, there wasn't a whole lot you couldn't do with this notebook back in the day, along with its other creature comforts such as a DVD-ROM drive, a very oddly placed USB port in the back of the system, as well as its dual front-firing stereo speakers. This thing was just loaded, and I'm going to try to show you a tiny sliver of its glory in this video, try to do it a small amount of justice, what I can do here in this video. So sit back and let's take a look at this old beast of a PC. So we can take a quick look here through some of its detailed specifications using CSoft Sandra here. This one is registered to Ron. This is the original installation of Windows 2000, believe it or not. And it was registered to a fella named Ron. It's got a Pentium 4, 2 GHz, as I mentioned. This got 512 megabytes of system memory. Mobility Radeon 7500, of which I do have a desktop version of, I believe. It might be a Radeon 7000, but either way, similar card. Not particularly impressive. Oh, would you look at that? It appears we are connected to a network now, so let's open up SeaMonkey, a very odd old web browser, and let's see what we can find. Yes, Inspiration Technology. Unfortunately, Dell has the Inspiron lineup of computers, so it's they just got to be Inspiration Technology. I guess it's a play on information technology. Very funny, Compaq. All right. Well, it's 2000, so we can't really browse their products unless we look here. Let's see if we can look here. Well, my friends, it looks like unfortunately the EVO lineup of notebooks doesn't exist. So, we'll just move on, I suppose. You didn't think we'd get through an old computer video without this, did you? An old computer that's capable of connecting to a network, at least.
I'm Sheriff John Bonnell.
Try this one this time. See if I can remember how to play this. And unsurprisingly, this computer handles it perfectly. So, I guess we can officially classify this one as a gaming computer because, well, what are we doing right now? We're gaming, and it's actually a pretty good experience. No lag, no input lag, nothing. No visual glitches, it loaded quickly. This computer is still perfectly usable in the 21st century. I don't really understand why everyone isn't using one of these computers personally. I mean, what more do you really need to do with a computer than this? Truthfully, I don't. I could do this all day. Got them to crash into their own roadblock there. Well, we're one lap into this and I already feel the arthritis coming on, so, yeah, that's good.
The driver accelerates hard onto the highway, from 0 to felon in 6.5 seconds.
Alright, well, that's our gaming session for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. But this notebook was meant for business, darn it. not for this silliness. So why don't we get down to some business then with it, right after we test those speakers, of course. Here we go again with this background noises. Thank you very much. And I guess, yeah, anytime you feel like stopping that, greatly appreciate it. Oh my goodness. It's too late to stop it now. Alright, so I used Compaq easy access buttons, and it wants me to set that up. I haven't done that before, but speakers are exceptional on this laptop compared to systems of its time. It's had to have been the best speakers on any laptop made up to this point. It has a JBL Pro speaker system, and they sound genuinely pretty good. They're probably comparable to a business notebook from, like, 2000. I had an example in here, but I just removed it from here the other day. But like a Dell Latitude laptop from 2012 or something like that. It's probably comparable to those, and those generally sound pretty good. Or an HP notebook from the later 2000s or the early 2010s. Very comparable to systems like that. Now, with that said, if you're not aware, laptop speakers at this time sucked, like really sucked. So having comparably decent speakers on a laptop back then would have been very nice. Alright, so we can play silly little flash games from the late 2000s, but what about some real games from 1999? Well, let's just take a look here and see, because we can do that too. I mean, it is a gaming computer after all, so what can I say, really? That's right, it's the greatest game of all time. Tonka Construction 2.
Hey there, little truckster. Welcome to Tonka Land. To start a new game, type in your name.
I guess I'll be
Then
little
just click the thumbs up button.
little Tucker.
You're signed in.
Oh boy.
Hi, and
Great.
welcome to Tonka Land. I'm Tonka Joe. Hope you're ready to
Joe.
work, because we've got lots of construction projects.
Let's
Just
go for
click
this
on
one right
Tonka
here.
City.
I always have to go for this one because this one tends to be the most graphically demanding.
The stuff we can do here in the quarry. We can hunt for treasures. Whoa, hey!
Alright. Isn't this controlled with the mouse? Oh, I hit space. Okay. Bulldoze that. Bulldoze this thing. Hit that. Oh, there we go. I got that.
Click on the front loader, bulldozer, or dynamite, and let's get going.
Alright, let's bulldoze some
Try
stuff.
railing that spot again. a shot.
Boom.
Go on, knock that rock.
Well, it obviously runs this just fine, so we'll go ahead and get out of this. Well, we do have Office Word 2000 here opened up on the system, and this laptop does happen to have a pretty nice keyboard. It's not like one of the best of all time or anything. It's not a ThinkPad keyboard now. You know, don't get too excited about it, but it is pretty nice. So despite the niceness of the keyboard, I was able to manage to type the CRT percussions. As we can see from this web page, which is still up on the live web, we had a few different options for these Compaq EVO notebooks, including the N1000 with the AMD Athlon 4 CPU, 256 megabytes of RAM, 20 gigabyte hard drive. We had the EVO N1000v, the 15-inch TFT, which is 1 inch bigger than the other system, a little bit bigger. Pentium 4, 1.7 gigahertz, same amount of RAM, 30 gig hard drive. We had the EVO N1000v, which is what I'm showing here in the video. Pentium 4, 2 gigahertz. And all of the things, mine's been upgraded to 512, probably would have originally had 256 megabytes of RAM, $2,350. So this was a rather pricey option, but of course you can see here the N800V with the 15-inch display rather than the 14-inch. It would have been $2,500, $2,575 to be exact. So you know, these were not budget notebooks, and then of course we go off the deep end here with this EVO N610C 14-inch TFT SXGA Plus color screen, as if you know, I guess some ultra portable tiny like pocket PCs did have monochrome displays at this time, but anyway, I had Pentium 4, 2 gigahertz, and a 40 gigabyte hard drive. But the larger, higher resolution display, of course, was the main selling point of this one at $3,700. And then we have the EVO N800W at $5,750. It did have 32 megabytes of DDR video memory, had a UXGA display, Pentium 4, 2.2 gigahertz, 512 megabytes of RAM, 60 gigabyte hard drive. It was the best of the best at that time. It is a stylish system with the black and silver design, the sideways Compaq logo on the top there, the unique latch, which just is a push button system. You can just push in the button at the bottom, half of this little oblong shape here, push it in, then pull up, and you've opened the display. It's got the round touchpad with the little directional buttons there for scrolling. The touchpad is not the best, admittedly. It's cute, but it's not very functional. The bottom and edges, left and right edges of the touchpad do not work, and the top portion of it kind of sort of works, but you mostly have to stay in the middle of this already very small touchpad. It has got the CRT Productions choice of wrist rests, that rubberized plasticky stuff. Mine unfortunately is in very good condition, but this stuff generally didn't hold up quite this well. I'm guessing mine was very conservatively used during his lifetime. Got the nice 14-inch display. It's a fairly large display, really, with small bezels. Of course, we've got the DVD-ROM drive there on the side, just a compact disc recordable, rewritable, so it does support CDRW discs as well. Of course, the dual front-firing speakers, which we've mentioned previously, the single PCMCIA slot on the left side, so as a cooling vent and a floppy drive. And on the back, we've got some audio jacks, a power adapter input, two USB 1 ports, USB 1, the cooling fan, S-Video, VGA, PS2, and a printer port, and of course your Ethernet and your 56K built-in modem for your web browsing needs. I don't think I mentioned it a moment ago, but next to the DVD drive it does have a FireWire port as well as an infrared port, which doesn't get a whole lot of love these days, but it's there. Uh-oh, step bro. An update to Flash Player is available. Whatever shall I do? Don't install.
Desktop list. Hello everyone, this is the CRT Productions here. In this video, we will be taking a look at the Compaq EVO N1000v Trollololo goddamn it motherfucking piece of shit fuck list item.
Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't become a Microsoft Sam Rage comic author back in the day, or a Microsoft Sam Reads Funny Windows Errors Part 7486. The system did support Bluetooth connectivity, believe it or not. You can see here we have add Bluetooth connection with Bluetooth serial port. Very interesting. It did have a separate module which you had to install. It was not included standard with even the $5,700 version or whatever. They weren't included standard, but it did support it with that separate little device. My device here, we've got nothing. We've got no connections whatsoever. It's just another quick little look at the properties of my system, in particular Windows 2000 Service Pack 2, registered to RON, and manufactured and supported by Compaq Computer Corporation. Compaq EVO, Intel Pentium 4, 2 GHz, AT compatible, 523,632 kilobytes of RAM. Very nice. And let's see some details about this C drive that we've got here. Looks like we're not using very much of it. It's a 30 gigabyte drive, and we're currently only using 2.4 gigabytes of it. You see there, it does have the very nice TFT display, so when I move my cursor around, there's no weird ghosting effects or anything. Just very nice responsive display. With that 30 gigabyte IDE hard drive, we can open up things very quickly. We can open up Opera here. It'll take just a moment. Of course, Opera is going to try to reload that game, so let's not leave that open. I'll open up this. See, Sandra 2001. There it is, very quickly. Open up Winamp. Oh, there's Winamp. Not the quickest. Let's not set Internet Explorer as our default browser, but you can see Internet Explorer there. Pops up instantly. So, you know, it's not comparable, of course, to perhaps a desktop system with one of those new fancy 7200 RPM drives, but it's, you know, it's there. I've never really had any issues using this laptop, like with, you know, freezing or hanging or anything like that. It just works very nicely as you'd expect it to with its original 30 gigabyte hard drive. So now I think it's time for what you've all been waiting for here. What can this Pentium processor truly do? We're going to run the CPU benchmark here in CSoft Sandra, and we're going to see how it stacks up to those darned old Pentium 3s CPUs from yesteryear. It is the age of the Pentium 4, ladies and gentlemen. And just as soon as I can say that, it's finished. Here it is. Let's see what we've got here. So we can see here the dry stone and wet stone benchmarks. If you Google that, you'll find that these benchmarking standards were adapted in the 1980s, but never mind that. We won't worry about that too much. Ours, of course, is off the charts over here. We have the Pentium 4 1.5 gigahertz desktop CPU, which is down here. AMD Athlon, who cares about that? Pentium 3 is way down here. It's actually perfectly even with the Pentium 4 in the dry stone test. Wet stone, a little bit more accurate there with the lower score. And AMD Duron, who cares about that? So you can see here, basically the moral of this story is that this system is far superior to any other system on the market today. Hello everyone, this is the CRT Productions, and today we're testing the built-in microphone on the Compaq EVO N1000v. If you can hear me, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the CRT Productions on YouTube. That's right, this system does have a built-in microphone, and we're going to test that playback at this time. And I will insert it directly into the video for your listening pleasure. Hello everyone, this is the CRT Productions, and today we're testing the built-in microphone on the Compaq EVO N1000v. If you can hear me, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the CRT Productions on YouTube. As far as built-in microphones go on notebooks from this time, it's acceptable. You can hear what I'm saying, so that was pretty much the only benchmark as far as that's concerned. Well, as I try to install this USB flash drive onto my notebook here, I have to say thank you for watching this video. It has been a fun time here with the Compaq EVO N1000v, one of my favorite notebooks from this period. If you can find one in good condition, I highly recommend it. And yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about this thing. I really enjoy using it. And I really wish I could get a battery for it. I might have to look into opening this one up and refurbishing it. But that'll be for another day. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there, everyone.